Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at...
Don't be ridiculous.
You might ask your blade. The word on the street...
If this is your way of...
Oh, we can
Robbed it here. What brings you here?
Why, Danesley, please. Cast aside your apprehensions, Miss...
Well, your president, vice president...
My success is of course, no... And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency...
You're all here.
You must be Rarir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, You're clearly a
It's my brother.
Vetafolnir. Does this mean...
It has nothing to do with trust. I simply appease him. Because it's in the best interests of the Universitas.
And also because you're slimy.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion?
Dane?
Rescue Vetafolnir, I assume.
Correct.
That's far too...
I have no desire to commit. My blade will force...
So, Vetafolnir's... The extent of his you have no...
A letter of pardon. The chances of the Vinster... This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have another mystery I'll need?
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the moon marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a moon marrow if we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we... This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rarir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened.
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just...
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, but enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future...
A red moon? You mean... our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Thalindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. It's light, the color of blood, no matter how long it takes.
Everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity. This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you...
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafilnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the but this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you... Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always...
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the...
We could be. But I need you...
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thalindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be, and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain... That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved.
That can't... I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it?
My voice? In your head? So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and It turns out that we are not...
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is...
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? By the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
No more lies. The deception ends here.
No, my sword! Quick as a flash!
Transfixed.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a room. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one... But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is, what other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
Can't hide the truth.
Rain outlines your fate.
Time to go. Wind strike. No more lies. The mystery unravels.
Commendable. Overruled. This is where you fall. Let me weave you a verse.
No more lies. Seek within.
Transfixed!
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call. What a joke.
Force burst! Start the... Grain cutter!
Laid bare. The deception ends here.
Everlasting as the moon! Transfixed!
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our
Rerir. Rerir.
Cylindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, Where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right, in a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long... Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling... She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like, oh...
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about...
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching... I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's... You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's...
Don't I have the best employees?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead. Time for a little chat.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh. It's him.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw...
What do you mean, loose change?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to show...
A new song, huh? I'd love...
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords.
Pile of stones. Got it. Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could...
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories, but things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back.
So you're the academia's...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the...
So, do you get anything?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
That's our well, and you know it! You stole from us! Well, you've gone from...
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or...
And that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try! We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them.
You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive... I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew up... You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. So what a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith! If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should have...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly,
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful. This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed... Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of... This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is... Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. In clinical terms, these symptoms... For example, my name... This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Wait, what's this written on the back? The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana. This next one is addressed to a few words of protest regarding recent changes. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which, as Grand Sage, I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. And the sender is... I didn't realize anyone else even knew. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontama... Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the Wait, could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague Zaid when you ran into trouble. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some... In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinuhe, and you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied about everything. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Which makes you a pathetic liar. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the Iab people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Iab has a very...
So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light. With records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient... I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little...
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I...
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying...
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military superiority.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the...
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the Eab.
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research. So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Academia, what...
Kill them all.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in... At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, which makes you natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are...
Say no more. I believe...
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well and... You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain
Yeah, but even...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never...
You mentioned a temple. What?
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where...
I didn't know you were clued up on any other...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity, but I know about Sethos too.
What about him? Is he a big...
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare-bone basics. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like it before.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, the Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior, and the final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Iab having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one with this chessboard in its container. I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. But I don't believe that's every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of...
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Moon Goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rahier of Solnari.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rahier made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rahier of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rahier was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributor.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, this raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rahier...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but...
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet...
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before... Hey, is this a bad time? Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be... Firstly, although she managed to trap the Rahier of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take...
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So...
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him? Great. Alright, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
Alright, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all...
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost... As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our—
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunts. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space, so it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay! Any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's—
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right. Then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine.
Wait! We can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said—
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their—
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the— In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's—
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have...
Oh! Does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notgrite is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set?
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business...
I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance order. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive...
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharu War talents, took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? So nosy.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had, and more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so my priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
One with nature.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smooth.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and
harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are... You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of a... Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rayhir of Solnar.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if—
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. it means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then. Stay safe.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands.
My lady, what are you—
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world— This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow—
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything.
Time to go.
Who says there aren't?
Overruled.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right. Names are funny things.
Yes. I take it your own name has a more
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is mine, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things, I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people. I sensed it
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life— Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments.
Is that because hatred survives long—
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts—
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really
Okay. So, do you plan to— You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
They needn't be. This was something.
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early, so I'd have...
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't... Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest and...
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about...
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
No more lies.
Hunt him down!
Are you quite finished? Close your eyes.
Moonlight betrays you.
Do you fear the dark?
Leave this place.
It all adds up. No more lies. The mystery unravels.
For the everlasting curse.
Let me help you guys. Big fist!
Hunt him down! You're just dead meat! Move!
It all adds up. No more lies.
Moonlight! Pathetic!
By the frost moon of old.
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here.
Move! Observe. It's all futile. Night falls. Moonlight. Pathetic. Move. Be silent. Close your eyes. It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
The moonlight betrayed you. I'm rather out of sorts. Do you see now? From here, when will it be as you foretold? Spirit is not welcome here.
You poor lost lamb. For the everlasting.
It all adds up. No more lies. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight
Forest, protect us.
Hunt him down.
By the frost moon of old.
Water jet!
No more lies.
Futile. Observe. Steady now. To dust. Hunt him down. Futile.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
With one heart, we pray.
Go!
Close your eyes. You quite finished. Shut it! Be silent.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
You poor lost lamb.
It's all futile.
Wipe out!
The deception ends
The
here.
moonlight. Pathetic.
For the everlasting forest, leave this place.
Beware the creatures of the night. Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Moonlight. Now, get out of my sight!
No!
Death is
We've been
within my
separated.
grasp.
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Destroyed and reborn. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma! Can you hear me?
Hold on, please. Silence.
Voice is gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. The rest is following him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
The deception ends here.
Bombs away!
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Destroyed and reborn.
It all adds up. No more lies.
I've got this. The shield's
Death is
broken.
within my grasp.
Don't push your luck. Can't hide the truth. It all adds. Shameless. No more lies. The deception ends here. It all adds up. No more lies.
Water jet!
It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
Destroyed and reborn. Run, nowhere to hide.
No more lies.
Bombs away!
Seek within. It all adds up. Time to come clean. It all falls into place.
Your death is within my grasp.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. The mystery unravels.
Go!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him...
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist, and then I will...
But that dust will plague your memory. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a...
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarier!
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power... I've seen it before!
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rheindotter in our midst!
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open!
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rarier.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. But I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please, I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, my dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything, and since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too. I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly...
Friends. You have...
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a... If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now.
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for you. And if you...
Oh wait! Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma said—
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves.
You bet.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poison. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the Academia... Oh, father. How much better... Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy in search for... Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work... It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their... They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, it means... If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up... When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your... If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Huh? Am I imagining things?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
What? Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt he won't lie low forever. So we'd better.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay. Yeah, I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and for added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supply.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor is...
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, you did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with... It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, the tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags...
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you've...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature.
But surely you have dreams of your own, beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for... Just thinking about it makes...
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returned...
Seems like we've both been away from home for...
Yeah. So long that I barely...
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more ruthless. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face...
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away...
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that, plus...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora. A big, beautiful house. Business is booming. You've got a lot going for you, too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made.
I appreciate the vote of
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino... I think this is very important. So I felt...
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this...
We just wanted to, you know, see how you were doing.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
You can ignore those. They're just I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artifice. Who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his personal.
Wait, are you saying you know him?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked. I honored his request. But I did read through everything first before. I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer, Alain Guillotin.
So, that's where the
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. Alain's work was like epic poetry. Not that there's anything bad about them. At least... Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of... But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once, but I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, what do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. Doesn't surprise me. You share one thing. The only difference is, your dream came true, and his... I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his... But although the desire to save Fontaine... and fearful of it. Having seen the way it had affected his closest, I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect, yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute, he quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being... At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage. While the Fontaine research, many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. This time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation, without ever looking back. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with they were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have it, or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? Sensible answer. Glad to know you've got your head screwed on straight. Alain would disagree, though. I asked him the same question back when he was in his... Yes, it's enough. No elaboration, just a quick, short answer before getting right back to his work. He was, all right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the house. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do what... Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.